Well, hi guys. So nice to see all of you. Welcome to VCon. And yes, what Digvijay said was right. This is one of the most exciting segments of VCon 2023 because we're going to talk about our corporate sponsorships. Guys, we have a few segments to talk about. The first one, the first sponsorship is someone very dear to us. He's a homegrown talent in QNET itself. Some of you know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. All right? I've known him since he was a kid. And today, he's known throughout India and in the motorsport world. Yeah? He's been racing since 2007. He's part of the Special Paralympic Committee in India. He holds 6 national titles in India. And more importantly, he is the son of our V partner, Padma. So let's watch a clip of what he does.
Can we show India's son, VC Chetan Karada? QNET is so proud to be the main sponsor of Chetan Karada, Asia's only differently abled motorsports champion. Just like that, Dato Sri Vijay is all about creating champions, whether it be in the business or whether it be in motorsports.
Yep. And he's also the founder of Quest Motorsports in India.
That's
founder. Correct. All right, guys. And he has done us so proud. All right, he has done us so proud because throughout India, in all the racing circuits that he goes to, all right, his name is he's the top. And look at him, guys. Look at him. Look at his picture. He's special, but he's truly special here. All right. Can we show the light to VP Padma?
VP Padma is right there.
Right there, sitting down.
Thank you, VP Padma.
Thank you, VP Padma, for producing a champion. Thank you so much. You know, he was here with us the last week on.
He was here, but I don't know if QNET family, if you understand the importance of how Chetan doesn't have legs below the knees. He doesn't have legs below the knees, and he's competing with all the other drivers that have legs. So can you imagine what he is up against? And he shared his story on this VCon stage about how the organizers were saying you're going to be a threat.
You're going to be a threat to other drivers. Hazard. All right? But he proved all of them wrong.
He proved all of them wrong. And
he became a champion.
He has one more lap to go to break the Guinness Book of World Records. So this is a true champion who grew up in QNET. QNET family, please, again, make some noise for Chetan Karada. It's unbelievable. Inspiring story. Inspiring story.
Chetan, I'm sure you are hearing us. I'm sure social media is buzzing with your name. Please understand and believe that we truly love you and continue doing what you do.
Awesome.
Awesome, guys. Guys, in Africa, QNET is involved in confederations of African football. All right, today, if you actually look at leagues of football around the world, you will see half or not more African players. All right, and that's the reason why QNET chose to go into Africa and help Africa to come up with a sport and bring more awareness that, guys, African footballers are world standards today. All right, if you look at, true. They are indeed. Morocco. Yeah.
I mean, you can see from the video that Sanjeev is going to play that we have done a lot of activations in Africa
Yes.
with Confederation of African Football. We, of course, were in Morocco. You remember? We had this amazing player escort program where the young kids of our network were able to escort the players during the Champions League match. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because of QNET.
And guys, the reason we do all this sponsorship is for you guys, for me. All right, because when you talk to people about QNET, they know QNET.
Amazing. Wow. So now we come to the final crown jewel
Oh my God.
of our partnership history. And this partnership has been ongoing for the last 9 years. And before we talk about it, I think it's very important that we bring somebody up to the VCon stage directly from your team, the Manchester City Football Club. Please welcome Sarah Livingston!
I have actually just landed from Manchester about 3 hours ago, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you all for the fantastic welcome. Dato Sri Vijayaswaran, Mr. Joseph Bismarck, the Board of Directors, QNET special guests, QNET leadership team, and to the entire QNET family, everybody in this room, thank you so much for having me. Now, I do have a few words to say, but before I start, can I just ask, are there any Manchester City fans in the audience? You guys are almost as loud as the Etihad Stadium, but perhaps not quite. Are there any Man City fans in the audience?
Sarah, what I want to say is, before this, many of them did not follow soccer much, all right?
Yeah.
But since QNET got associated with Manchester City, now they are all Manchester City fans.
Excellent. Well, QNET have been part of the Manchester City family now for 9 seasons. 9 seasons. But this last season, the 22-23 season, was Manchester City's best season in our history. We took home our 3rd Premier League trophy in a row. We brought home our 7th FA Cup trophy. And of course, we finally brought home the Champions League trophy. In the last decade, we have grown to be one of the world's top football clubs with the help of partners such as QNET. This year, we were also recognized as the most valuable brand, the most valuable football club brand in world football. And this season, I love seeing Touching a Billion Hearts because this season, for the first time, there are more than 1 billion Manchester City followers around the world.
Did you say 1 billion?
1 billion.
Wow.
And some of the fastest growing markets that they come from, India,
I think Sarah.
Morocco.
Whoa.
We have China, a number of markets all over the world.
I think
growing
Manchester City
rapidly.
was inspired with what Dato Sri Vijay said, touching a billion hearts. Yeah?
Together, we're touching a billion hearts. We surpassed, as I said, the 1 billion followers worldwide mark, but we also became the #1 most watched European football club, which
Wow.
is a massive achievement. And Trevor, you'll remember where we were 9
years ago.
ago.
Guys, this is unbelievable. QNET family, this is your club. Over 1 billion followers. Come on!
Wow.
We've had other big news this season. Does anybody know the name of a very tall Norwegian striker that we signed this year?
Oh.
Erling
Haaland.
Haaland, 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 Haaland.
Haaland has been an incredible addition to our squad. He scored a record-breaking 52 goals across the season. In addition, Kevin De Bruyne continues to be absolutely fantastic and won the Premier League Playmaker of the season again.
Again, yes.
Not to mention our friend Rodri, who scored that all-important winning goal in the Champions League final. Absolutely exceptional. And I think I wouldn't want to miss out a very important part of Manchester City today, and that is our women's team. We've been working together with QNET to support the women's team for a number of years. And this year, what an explosion in women's football. Obviously, the World Cup was absolutely incredible, and Manchester City women's team had 14 players representing their countries in the World Cup. Now, QNET has been, as we've said, a very long-standing partner for us, a very important part of our journey to get to where we are today. And we've seen the relationship grow and evolve over time, and it's genuinely been a pleasure to watch. I have been there since almost the beginning. I think I missed the first 6 months. But other than that, I have been around, and it's been a joy to see not only how you've used the partnership to amplify your existing initiatives. You guys are already doing such great work, but you've taken Manchester City and used it to help elevate and spread the word even further, which has been wonderful.
Yes.
But we've also created so many fantastic initiatives together. And I have personally loved seeing our coaches in Nigeria, our trophies in Morocco, our activities all over the world. It has been an absolute joy. And I'm sure that moving forward, we're going to do many more things together.
Absolutely,
Many
absolutely.
more things.
QNET family, do you want to see more activations with Manchester City around the world?
I must say, I was one of the beneficiary, you know. We had a Achievers Club a few years ago, and I actually got a chance to sit in Etihad Stadium, watching Manchester City play in the VIP box. Wow. Guys, this is what we do, all right? This is what QNET does. All the Achievers, I'm sure some of you Achievers remember, you know, we took a flight from Manchester, from London, right? From London. The whole aircraft was painted with QNET, and we flew to Manchester City. And we watched the game together. What an experience it was, Trevor. You were there?
I was there, yeah. I mean, how many of you want to go to the Etihad Stadium and watch Manchester City beat yet another Premier League club? How many of you want to go to Manchester to see your team play with QNET all around the pitch? I don't think they want to go.
Yeah. Guys, you really want to go? Okay.
Sarah?
Yes, Sarah.
You
Carry
are
on.
all very, very welcome to visit us in Manchester. But I think, I know we're going to have a bit more of a chat, but I think the one thing I really want to get across is how genuinely grateful and proud we are to have your support. Thank you all very much. It's not just your support from a partnership perspective, but also your friendship, your ongoing commitment. It's genuinely been a pleasure. We look forward to continuing to strengthen this partnership and to helping benefit each and every one of you in this room. And finally, congratulations on 25th anniversary.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Before we let you off, I've got a question for you. Okay, I've got a
Please.
question for you. I remember in 2014, Manchester City approached QNET. Why QNET?
You had a very big banner outside your office in Kuala Lumpur, I seem to remember, with the Formula One on it.
Wow, okay.
And a very good friend and colleague of mine was living in Kuala Lumpur, and he drove past the QI Tower and saw this huge banner and thought, why investing in Formula One? They need to be investing in football. So he obviously started a meeting. You guys, the conversation started from there, and I believe he rang me very soon after that meeting and said, I have never had a meeting where the synergies between two brands are so clear so quickly. And I think everybody got very excited about the possibility and the potential. Discussions went from there, and then we've been partners ever since.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to say something. Let's pretend Sarah's not here, okay? Guys, remember, QNET did not go to Manchester City. Manchester City came to QNET, okay? Okay, the next question I have for you. What's the similarity between QNET and Manchester City?
There are many. I think number one, for those of you that have followed football for a long time, one thing that is embedded in the DNA of Manchester City is ambition and the desire to succeed. We are never, we never sit still. We're always looking to achieve the next thing. If you saw Pep or interviews with Pep after winning the treble, there was no, oh, well, that's good. We've won the treble. We can take it easy for a year. Absolutely not.
What's next?
What's next? And it's all about getting what we can do bigger and better and how we can keep growing and striving. And that for us was a clear synergy with QNET. I think another one for me is, I don't know how many of you know this, but Manchester City was actually born, it was actually the daughter of a vicar of a local church in Manchester who started Manchester City many, many, many years ago. And it was started as a way to give young men in a very poor part of Manchester something constructive to do with their time, to stop them causing trouble and mischief on the streets. And since then, using football as a force for good in the local community is absolutely fundamental to who we are as a club and a brand. The minute we started speaking to QNET and looking at empowering people's lives and empowering better lives, again, two very similar ambitions and something we've worked on to do together, I think, over the last 9 years.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's incredible. I'm so happy that all of you got to hear the story of how it all began with Manchester City Football Club and QNET.